Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make an El Paso baked potato with leftover brisket. It's going to be delicious. Stick around. All right guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Todd. Before we get started showing you this delicious recipe that I found at Desert Oak BBQ in El Paso, if you would, folks, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing. All right, so last year we did a barbecue crawl to Desert Oak BBQ in El Paso. It's probably one of the first barbecues that I've had outside of California that I really liked. And it was just so awesome. Everything was perfect. I mean, let me tell you, I mean, it is a top-notch barbecue joint. It got featured a few months later on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, you know, Guy Fieri's little show. You know, I don't know, I haven't been able to talk to Guy Fieri or any of his producers, but I think we had something to do with it. I don't know. But go check out in our videos. We did a barbecue crawl last year. I think it's a fun video, so go check it out. So in Guy Fieri's version, Rich, the owner, showed him how he makes an El Paso baked potato. So we're going to put a spin on that. That's definitely our inspiration. We're going to put our own spin on things, such as some leftover brisket that we cooked in the oven. Yep, you heard it right, in the oven, from our last video, how to cook a brisket in the oven the easy way. Check out that video up here. I'll put a little box right over here. So go check that out. So we're going to do a few different things though. I'm going to use the Traeger outside as my oven. I've got the baked potatoes already in there, and I'm going to be putting the brisket we've had in the fridge for probably a week now, but it's still good. And I'm going to put it on that smoker at a lower setting, and I'm not going to get much smoke onto this, but I'm just going to make an attempt to get a little bit more flavor on there. But I think it's pretty much done accepting smoke. So for whatever it's worth, you know, we're going to use the Traeger as an oven, and then we'll get busy. So stick around. Okay, guys. I guess we'll start with showing you some of our leftover brisket. Now it's a little bit abused here. We've been making brisket sandwiches and even some beef stroganoff with leftover brisket all week long. What we got here is a little bit left over from the point. Of course, the point is the good stuff with a few miscellaneous pieces of flat. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to boat it up into a piece of foil. Why put it in foil, you ask? Well, I definitely want to get some smoke on it, whatever I can get, you know. I'm going to have the smoker at 275. It's a reheating job here, but I also am savvy to the fact that there's going to be a lot of juices that come off this, and I don't want to lose all that stuff. I want it to kind of cook in some of that, so I'm going to kind of just boat it up, and so it doesn't leak out. There we go. I'm gonna put it on the Traeger just like this, and when we're all done, you know, we'll end up chopping it up a little bit, and so let's go out to the Traeger. All right, guys, we're out here by the Traeger. Now this thing's been chugging along at about 275 for about an hour now. I don't know if you can see them in here. Got a couple potatoes wrapped up in foil. It's going on about 2 hours with those potatoes now, about 275. I'm gonna cook them for about 4 hours in that foil. So they're washed russet potatoes. All I did was just wash them and wrap them up really tight in that foil. Now we're going to go ahead and just put this brisket on. Being careful not to break the foil on the bottom. And there we go. Not that it matters much, but I'm using some of those Rectech pellets that Sean and Phoenix gave me. I've been happy with them. They work pretty good on this Traeger, so I'm going to use them here. So it didn't take very long for that brisket to warm up. You know, I just took it up to about 140, 145 or so. That's really all it needed. But I brought it up there slow. I kind of snuck up on it with a little bit of those Rectech pellets and smoke from the Traeger. But what I really wanted to do was get those potatoes done just the way I like it. So about 4 hours for those potatoes, about 250, 275. And I think they're done. I think they'll come out really good. So let's put the potato together. All right, guys, so this is how easy it is here. Get yourself a potato. In this case, it's I'd say it's relatively hot potato. Give it a roll, kind of loosen it up a little bit. And we're gonna open it up here. All right, looks really good. So foil has done its job. Time for the recycling bin. Okay, so this is going to be really easy to put together. We're just going to go put it on a plate of your choice and give it a nice little chop down the middle. There we go. And as you can see, that just fell apart, nice and steamy. All right, hit it a little bit of the butter, a little bit of chives, a little bit of onions. And what we're gonna do, get some of that brisket that you love. And we're just gonna chop it up a little bit. And this is where we're just gonna shred it up a little bit, give it a nice little chopping. See, it came out pretty decent. Not bad at all. It's pretty good. Okay, but we're gonna give it a nice little chopping up. Now, you can do it as coarse as you want. You can do it as thick as you want. This is really up to you. Again, the reason there's not really a smoke ring is we didn't smoke this brisket. This was done in the oven, and we've been eating it all week for brisket sandwiches. But the exception was warming it back up in the Traeger, so probably got a little bit of smoke. Let's taste. Oh, that's great. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do, got cheese. Use any old kind you want here. This is a cheddar jack. Okay. Then we got this mixture of sour cream and creamy horseradish sauce. And we're just gonna sand a nice little coating of that on there. Oh, looks good already, don't it? All right, and here comes the grand finale right here, the brisket. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Not gonna be shy with this brisket at all. Potato, as Rich said, is just a condiment at this point, or a garnish, actually, I'm sorry. All right, where we are gonna deviate a little bit is instead of a jalapeno, we're gonna get some salsa off the top, onto the top. There we go. Now I know what you guys are gonna say is like, oh man, you just ruined it, but trust me on this. Get your favorite salsa. But if you got a roasted jalapeno or Hatch chili or Anaheim chili, this would be the time to top it off with that. A little bit more red onion. Chives. Voila. The Greenhorn barbecue beer version of El Paso stuffed potato by Desert Oak BBQ. And I'm liking the way this is looking. All right, so the only thing left to do now is dig in. Oh man. Well, that brisket, you know, I'm just going straight for the brisket, but I'm gonna take a bite of the potato a little bit. All right. Not bad at all. If you like your potato seasoned a little bit more, salt and pepper, anything you want. But I kind of let the butter do most of the talking there. The chives and onions. And then with that creamy horseradish and sour cream mix. And of course the brisket. Oh my God. Hey, so hats off to Rich at Desert Oak BBQ for giving us the inspiration for this dish. I'll drop a link down to Rich's website down below. Again, El Paso, Desert Oak BBQ. Go check them out. Right now, seeing these are some pretty crazy times, I believe they're doing curbside service. Go call them up, see what you can get. You're gonna love this potato. It's a great, I don't know if it's keto friendly. Babe, is it keto friendly? We don't even know what keto is. I thought that was that guy from the O.J. Simpson trial. Gosh, so good. All right, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Give it a try. Pull out those old potatoes you got sitting in your cupboard and leftover brisket or leftover anything and give it a shot. And if you like what you see, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you smash that subscribe button, ding that bell so you don't miss a thing. See you later.